morning, children. So yesterday we studied about chapter and hope we have written all question and answers. Okay. So today we'll study about the chapter called synthetic fibers and plastics. Okay. See, the clothes we wear, whatever the clothes we wear, whatever the clothes we use in home, they all are either made naturally or by some artificial sources. Okay. So natural fibers they are actually called fibers, but some of them are available from the prepared from the plants by using plant product, and most of them are made by using the artificial machinery like artificial clothes. Okay. Generally they are called like household article. You take toothbrush is there, mug is there, steel plastic glass is there. So these all are made up of fibers which are man-made. We call it artificial fibers. Okay. So you can take the articles made in your home, separate them, and you separate them. You try to find whether they are naturally available or artificially made. Okay. Suppose you take toothbrush. Is it natural or artificial? It is artificial because it is man-made. Okay. So we have there two types. One of that handle will be of different material and that bristles will be different material. So based on that you have to divide them and rate it whether the given material is artificial or natural. Okay. So I think last year you studied about the fibers. Okay, obtained naturally from fibers like cotton, silk, wool, jute. These are available. All are available from the nature, plant product. So they are called natural fibers. Natural fibers. Okay. And on the other hand, which are not available in the nature, which are made by the man. For example, plastic is there, polyester is there, terracotta is there. Okay. These all are called synthetic fibers or man-made fibers. Synthetic or man-made fibers. But actually we should know what are synthetic fibers, what they are synthetic. Okay. See, I will give one example. I think you may be having that beads. Okay, like chain you are wearing chain which has beads. Okay, this is beads. You take necklace. This is necklace. Okay. This is necklace. See, you are able to see the beads joined with each other. So synthetic fibers are also in the form of a single unit. So single bead, like many single beads are made. Single units are joined to make a larger unit. In the same way, synthetic fiber is also a chain of smaller units, which we call monomer. So this each one is made up of single unit and it is made up of chemical substance. It is made up of chemical substance. So artificial or synthetic are made up from we are getting from the from petroleum. Generally we call petroleum product. Okay. So these are called polymers. These are called polymers. Okay. So here poly is Greek word. Poly means many. Okay. So mer indicates the many number of units. Large number of units are joined here. Okay. So mer will indicate it means part. Okay. So combination of many parts or many large single units will form a polymer. So many number of monomer unit will join and form a polymer. Okay. This is an example. Then what are the types of polymers? Okay, I will tell one nice example here. See, I think you know last year we studied about the silk and silk fiber. Okay. So from where do we get the silk? Silk is obtained from the silkworm. Okay. Silkworm. From the silkworm we will get the silk. Okay. So actually what happened, you know, silk was made nearly in the 17th century by Chinese, but it was secretly kept. For many years it was kept secretly so that because of its special nature, because it was very shining, okay. and it was completely very soft in nature, bright in nature, and which can be folded very easily, and you can keep like handkerchief only. So many folds can be made by to the silk fiber. So due to that silk cloth, what happens? So this silk fabric was made by the Chinese people and kept secretly from 17th century to 18th century. But at the end of 18th century, one more product called what? Rayon was made. This is interesting. Rayon was made by using wood pulp. You know wood, I think wood you know very well. In that part of the wood is called wood pulp. So by using wood pulp, they made what? A product called rayon. So this rayon was completely resembling like silk only. At the end of century, 18th century, it was made. Okay, it was looking like completely silk, and it was man-made. It was a man-made. Okay, so rayon is first naturally made man-made fiber. Okay, so this actually what they will do now. If these they will add different colors and they will get different colors. Okay. Suppose, or this is also called artificial silk. This was called artificial silk. Why it was called artificial? Its property was completely resembling the silk only. It was looking like silk only. It was soft in nature. It was easily foldable. Okay, and it was easy to carry. And it was not holding much water also. So many properties are there. So it used to be easily woven. We can sieve easily. Okay. So in that way, so this was made by using a chemical substance along with wood pulp. So by using chemical substance along with wood pulp, the first artificial silk was made. Okay. And see, so and this we are able to get in different colors. Different colors of rayons are available. So what is the use of this? You know, this rayon is mixed with cotton to make bed sheet. Suppose if the rayon is mixed with cotton, rayon plus cotton, okay. So they make nice bed sheets. They make bed sheets here. Okay, rayon will. Okay. So in this way, rayon again if you mix. Or you can get carpet also. Rayon will mix with cotton will give bed sheet. Again rayon will large percentage of cotton if you mix with cotton. Again wool. Okay. So again rayon if you mix with wool. So here we get carpets. We will get here carpets. Okay, that's why you see the carpets are different and bed sheets are different only. If you see the texture, if you touch and see, you feel. Carpets are very smooth enough and easily you can have little feel for that. So bed sheets are little rougher and little thinner in size. But carpets can be made into bigger because they are mixed with wool, which is a natural fiber. Okay. So that's why. Then again, after some years, there was one more fiber called nylon. What is nylon? Okay. So nylon was the first artificially made without using any natural product. They made artificially cloth called nylon. Okay. And they did not use plant or animal. Okay. They used coal here. They used coal. By using the coal, they made what? Nylon. Nylon has a different meaning also. It has a different meaning. Okay. See, you know very well, London, New York, many Russia, these all were industrially developed countries. Okay. I think nearly in the 1931, in the year 1931 and 30 and all. So there were industrial revolution. Many industries were there. In America was there. Even in London there were factories were there. Russia there were factories were there. So they started manufacturing what? Artificial clothes. But what happened actually? There was a cloth made by people of America. There was a cloth made by people of London. Okay. So they both of them made the cloth and both of them released at the time. So London was, so this nylon was in what? In large want. This was very much wanted cloth in those years, because that was fashion, that was here where there was more fascinated. People were more fascinating about the cloth nylon, because it was very cheap enough. Okay. So now what they are making actually, socks is there, ropes are there, even tents are there. Okay, curtains are there, toothbrush is there. All of them are made up of a cloth called nylon. Daily you are wearing socks, so that is made up of nylon. Toothbrush made up of nylon. So that's why this nylon was made by both countries. That's why their name comes from. It has two. One is NY. What is NY? New York. Okay. And yellow N is what? London. So both the countries, they made a cloth, and whose name they should give, what name they should give. So when the cloth came at the same time, they gave the name nylon. NY for New York and yellow N for London. So in this way, they made a cloth called a nylon, which is very important and which is used to make parachutes are there. Okay, ropes are there, and jumping ropes are there. Whatever the ropes are there, you are able to make them. Okay. Then, okay, see. So when the nylon was made, it was in demand, large demand, because that was the only cloth. See, people were standing in queue, like we stand in ration or any shop for queue and all, like that. They were standing in front of the factory in very long line, because different varieties can be made, were made from that cotton cloth. Sorry, nylon cloth. Okay. So how much strong this is? This nylon cloth is stronger than steel wire. Steel, that iron wire or steel wire generally called. It is very stronger than copper iron wire, because that's why nylon is used for rope climbing rope. If you want climbers, mountain climbers, they will use rope which is made up of nylon only. Okay. So next, so you can try in your home activity 3.1 there. You can take one big metallic structure and you can fix to that any cloth, like cotton cloth, silk, different types of clothes you take and put a weight for it and try to lift it. Then you come to know which is able to hold the weight, which is not able to hold the weight, and which will tear away, which will give us the weight. So this is an activity you can perform, Okay. Then what are one more, two to three fibers are remaining here. So they made one more cloth called polyester and acrylic. Okay. So polyester is another type of synthetic fiber which is crispy in nature, which is soft in nature, and which will not wrinkle. Shirts will get wrinkle easily, like folding. So even after folding also it will not get wrinkles on it. Okay. And easy to wash and easy to dress and soft to dress, because when you wear any dress and you should not feel like weight and all, feel very light. Okay. So polyester shirt and other dresses, polyester sarees are there, they are wearing, people are wearing. Okay. So this is one type of cloth. Then coming to one more cloth called terylene. Okay. So terylene is also a type of polyester cloth, a type of synthetic cloth. It's a popular. This in polyester there is a type which called terylene. Terylene cloth is very simple one, where you can take fibers and weave it. It can be woven it. You can take it and weave it. Okay, you can make a small structure like this. Okay, and there is one more polyester called PET. We call polyethylene tetraphthalate. Polyethylene tetraphthalate. P is silent here. Okay. So this is a type of very famous, because you take our plastic bottles are there, water bottles are there, plastic materials are there. There they write like this PET. Once you check it, you can take one small bottle and you check it. You come to know what is written there. Okay. So this is used to make bottles and utensils like jug, mug, okay, even films, okay, and wires also. So this is polythene. Even polythene bag also is made, carry bag. Okay, this is one cloth. And actually, polyester have a smell. What smell they have, we'll see. So I told you, these are very simple. Synthetic fibers are obtained from the chemicals obtained from the chemicals we are obtained. By using chemicals, we are able to make the polyester, make the synthetic fiber. So polyester thing, poly, it has two, and ester. Okay. So ester is a type of chemical which gives a smell of fruit. The smell of the ester is chemicals. Ester smell is like a fruit. Okay. So these polyester fibers are sold in the form of different names like polycot, poly wool. Okay. See why they do know? Actually, what happens? Why they do like this? See here, this polycot is nothing. It is made up of two cloths. They mix because they become very strong. This polyester is very strong, cotton is very weak. But when they mix those both, that becomes a strong fiber, strong fabric, which is called polycot. It contains polyester plus cotton cloth. Okay, and even wool also, polyester plus wool. So in this way, we are able to get polyester. Due to this smell only we call polyester because they smell. We see, you do one thing, you take cotton cloth, burn it, and you take polyester cloth and burn it. You see the smell. It smells very bad, very little not okay smell is there because they contain chemicals. So due to that, again, there is one more cloth called acrylic. Okay. So acrylic is also one of the artificial fiber made by using the same synthetic chemicals, and this acrylic is used to make different clothes. Okay, like especially sweaters, you know, sweaters. Okay, sweaters, see, or generally we can call artificial wool. Acrylic we can call generally artificial wool. Okay, so the sweater which you wear, the muffler which you wear, okay, the jacket which you wear, they all are made up of acrylic, but they look like wool because original wool, pure wool is very costlier. So to compensate that, acrylic we use some chemicals and mix with some materials, and we make cloth called acrylic. Like we make mostly sweaters and even carpets and curtains are made by using this acrylic. So this is about synthetic clothes or synthetic fiber. Okay.